Okay, I'm testing out my SVP full spectrum high definition camera that I bought from gotchaghost.com probably about a year ago, I guess. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the light in here. I have the camera mounted on a little, I keep wanting to say tripod, not tripod. It's a little mount that has a pistol grip in the bottom. The full spectrum camera is mounted on the left side, and then there's a infrared light mounted on the right, all the way to the right side, and the pistol grip is mounted in the middle. So I'm going to go ahead and turn off the light. Starting to lose my voice. Okay, now it's pitch black in here. Of course, you know, it's dark outside, but I mean, I can't see anything in here at all except through the screen here on the camera. You have to forgive forgive the mess. After my last back surgery, I've been rearranging things around the house, and I bought a bunch of movie posters and got them framed, and I haven't put them up yet, so I gotta make my way through the maze here. Hopefully I don't knock it over. Once the camera goes past it, I can't see anything at all. And of course I have wood floors in here, so it tends to be a little noisy. Let's see if we can actually see what's on the posters, how well it shows up. It's not bad for pitch black. There goes the noisy floor. See what else we can pick up in here. Oh, that poster isn't there yet. I got another one for which movie was it? Close Encounters of the Third Kind. I still have to frame that one. I haven't framed it yet. It's kind of weird in here, being in here. I mean, it's pitch black, and the only thing I'm seeing is through this little viewfinder. And that's the only way I can see anything at all. That's how dark it is. And laser discs. More of the squeaky wooden floor. Gosh. I was afraid I'm going to bump into something. I know that replica of the tall man is... Not tall man, the waiter, or whatever you want to call him, this right there. I'm about ready to walk into him. Okay, I got a little room there. Get around. Of course, that one's of... God, of course, I'd forget. 2001: A Space Odyssey. I've got my payphone I bought up there. Guess it wouldn't hurt to test the photo lens. I don't know how blurry it's going to get. You're using full spectrum. I'm sure telephoto doesn't work that well when you're using a full spectrum camera. Find out here. Yeah, it's getting a little blurry. That's my replica sign from the movie Jaws, the one that had the beach closed signs put up. It's a little hard to see the beach closed because it's in red letters. Entering Amity Island sign that I bought from Martha's Vineyard. Oh, my Blu-rays there on the floor. It's a little bit of a mess over here. I've got to move some things around. Got a crosswalk light that's all wired up. I just need to put a sequencer in it so it'll run in between the walk and do not walk lights. There's a payphone sitting there, another one. Another poster for Big Trouble in Little China. This is really weird not being able to see anything. See, I almost ran into that. Except what I'm looking at, except when I'm looking at the screen. I'm afraid I'm going to trip over something. There's Jason. Ordered my full-size replica of the Camp Crystal Lake sign from the original Friday the 13th. Have a guy making it for me. Lives in Los Angeles. He does movie props and special effects and all that. There's a tar man. I don't know how well you can see him. Huh? Lit pretty good with the IR light there. Almost done setting up this room the way I want it. Got all my game systems on this stand here. I got Rob the Robot on top, and my Sega Saturn and Nintendo GameCube and Sega Genesis with the Sega CD plugged in, Nintendo and Super Nintendo, and then Intellivision clear at the bottom there. Of course, I got all the games over here. I don't know how well that'll pick them all up. I only got one GameCube game. It's a Star Wars game. Got a few Nintendo 64 games and a bunch of television games. Got my all-time favorite game for Sega CD, Night Trap. And you can't quite tell. Okay, that's Sega Saturn games. The gun that goes with one of the games. It's turned into more of a tour of the house than anything about the paranormal, but I wanted to test the camera out and see how well it works. I got my game signs over here. I'm having one made that says, well, it's a replica of a Intellivision sign. It uses it's going to have the Intellivision logo with the little guy running on top that I'm having made. I have my other two signs, a replica of a Nintendo sign and a Sega sign. I hang over the game systems there. So that'd be kind of cool. And my other project I haven't finished yet. It's R2-D2 there. I haven't got around to even starting on it yet, but I'm going to make a replica of a mask from the, or one of the alien faces from the John Carpenter's They Live. I have all the supplies I need, the fake eyeballs and the different paints and paper mache mask, and it's a mannequin head that I'm going to use to put the mask on once it's all finished, if I ever even get started on it. Hot glue gun. If I can avoid stepping on this stuff. There's a nightlight there to light up just a little bit so I can see. And that's a replica. You can't see the red on it, but it's a replica mask that I bought. It's a replica of Jason's mask from Friday the 13th, Part 3. Of course, it looks a lot better, you know, natural light. It's a little hard to, you can't see the red at all. Well, barely, with the full spectrum. And light reflecting off that, you can't even read that. It's a, that's weird. It's a fallout shelter sign, but you can't see any of the black print at all. Just a reflection of the IR light. That's really weird. World War II ammo box. I got my other sign here. Same deal. It's a Area 51 sign. But you can't see any of the writing, any of the lettering on it. I charged this camera about a little over a month ago, and I still have, I mean, it's showing a full charge. And according to the monitor here, it's recording in 1080p. I haven't messed around with any of the settings at all. Can't even see what's on that sign. These signs are fine, but I don't remember what's on that sign. If I can flip the monitor around, get the light off the monitor. It says caution, radiation hazard. But when I point the camera at it, you can't see it. Well, I take that back, you can kind of see the lettering. Really, really faint. But so far it seems like a decent full spectrum camera. I have a digital camera, a digital full spectrum camera, you know, just for taking still pictures and things like that. I haven't even messed around with that one yet. I don't know if I can work my way back through the maze here. Avoid tripping over the ammo box and the crosswalk light. Don't run into the exercise bike. Couch. It's that flashing red light there. And that's the light from the surge protector for the TV, DVR, Laserdisc players, Blu-ray player, and DVD player. Doesn't do too bad from a distance, really. Getting a reflection off the against the wall there, off the it's probably the IR light reflecting off the glass on the ceiling fan there around the lights. That's what it looks like to me, you know, IR reflecting off there. I'm not just going to say, oh, there's a spirit hovering over by the movie theater marquee. Another reflection. It's either bouncing off the right there next to the ladder. It's either bouncing off the ladder itself, which I don't think it is. It's probably bouncing off the poster frame that has a Jaws poster inside. Another reflection behind the TV there. So that's the only thing you kind of have to watch out for is reflections from the IR light. At first it can appear to be something else, but it's just a reflection. And below the light there, that's a picture hanger. Oh, below the light. Below the reflection there, that's a picture hanger. And the neighbor's dog's barking, like it does all the time, non-stop. 24/7, pretty much. Okay, where'd that lamp go? I don't want to step on it. There it is. It's definitely an easier setup. Easier to keep the camera more stable with this little mount with the pistol grip on the bottom. Definitely a lot easier than holding the IR light in one hand and the camera in the other hand. I don't know if I can walk through without knocking that poster or the picture frame over. The bathroom. Put my restroom sign on it for my movie theater. Part of my movie theater theme. Sold all my Halloween stuff. Finally emptied this room out. Only kept a few things. Chucky and then a zombie that I'm going to use for one of my projects that I haven't even started yet. There's the bird room. Of course the birds are over at the apartment where I've been staying since the surgery. So I'm here all alone. Nightlight there. Nightlight there. I have to use nightlights with those little brats because they get spooked at night really easy. My night vision equipment. Well, some of it at least. And this is going to be weird turning the light back on because it's pitch black. Turn off the IR light, I don't need that. I'm gonna turn the light back on here out in the living room. Compare it to, you know, from a full spectrum to well, it's still in full spectrum. Turn the natural light on. I mean, the natural light. That makes a lot of sense. The light's on. And of course the color's still off because it's in it's a full spectrum camera, but give you a better idea of what I was recording with the lights off. Let's see. So there you can see the beach clothes a little better with the light on compared to pitch black where you can hardly see it at all. And of course these signs over here, that lettering didn't show up at all with the lights off. Okay, I had them backwards. That's the fallout sign, fallout shelter sign. And that's the Area 51 sign. Shows how bad my memory is. And turn these lights on. Everything else that I was recording a few minutes ago. Different games. Game systems. That Nintendo 64 is actually green, but it looks like it almost looks blue here on the screen. The full spectrum camera. Plan on making reservations at the Geyser Grand Hotel in Baker City here in the next month or two before winter sets in and starts snowing. I don't want to really drive up that way in the winter time because the roads get pretty bad sometimes. Stay a few nights in, I think it's room 302. I probably had the room number wrong. It's on the 3rd floor. It supposedly has a lot of paranormal activity. Wanted to bring all my equipment and stay a minimum of 3 nights, probably more like 4. You know, spend one night just concentrating on you know, using this full spectrum camera and the digital still camera, the digital full spectrum camera, the still camera. Can't even talk. And another night using I'll take my laptop, use the Paranormal Puck and the Ovilus One and the PX and the Ovilus X, and then of course use the digital text display and all that good stuff. Got these guys in here, and that's the Paranormal Puck right there, and then that's the PX, and under that USB cord's the Ovilus X, and speaker there for the Ovilus One. And that's the Ovilus One under that plastic wrapper right there. Digital text display. Use some other stuff I haven't used yet, like these sensors here. It was so long ago they ordered these. If I remember, I don't remember exactly how. I know I had the paperwork all here and filed away. But they, those little antennas on them, and they can't remember if they pick. I think they pick up the electromagnetic. If the electromagnetic field's disturbed, the lights go off, something like that. Use these motion detectors that I've never used. And that EV, or that, which one is that? That eSmog Scout Lux. That little infrared DVR camera built into it. This guy here, the Tri-Field Natural EM meter. And all the different equipment there. I think the full spectrum digital still cameras in here. And then I don't know if I can get it open. The Geiger counter in there, electronic or wireless digital thermometers, and the infrared thermometers, and that, what's that called, the ghost meter right here, and then a REM pod right here, and the mil meters right here. I haven't time to fool around with that yet, and I have the where'd it go? This here, I don't know how well that'll show up. You can't really, it doesn't want to focus. But it's a digital EVP instrument. It's the RT EVP. I picked it up on eBay. I don't remember. It was not quite a year ago, I don't think. The guy had it marked at $200, but I got him down to like, I think it was $135, $145, something like that. I didn't feel like paying full price for a new model, which was closer to $300 if I remember. So take my other camcorders with me when I go, and record how everything goes at the Kaiser Grand in Baker City, Oregon, which will hopefully happen really soon.